So, in this video, we are going to discuss 5 actionable steps that if you incorporate any of these, and ideally multiple of these into your life, it basically can change your health life, and hopefully your next year is going to be your best year ever. So the first action step that has completely changed how I approach goal setting is ditching the concept of annual goals. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to love setting annual goals at the start of each year. It felt inspiring and gave me a sense of direction. But here's what usually happened. A few months in, let's say March or April, I would either make progress and my goals shifted entirely, or worse, I hadn't done anything. And I would tell myself, it's fine, I have got time, I have got the whole year to figure this out. The result? Either the goal lost its relevance or I procrastinated so much that it never get done. But recently I started using a much better method called 90-day rule. Not only has it been far more effective for me personally, but when I look back at the meaningful things I have accomplished, most of them happen when I use this method. This concept, which comes from the 12-week year, is all about breaking your goals into 90-day chunks. There is something special about this time frame. It's short enough to stay focused while being long enough to see real progress. Unlike annual goals, 90 days make it easier to visualize your path. You can clearly see what needs to be done in the next 12 weeks, and it's not so far off that it feels abstract or overwhelming. Here are the difference between annual goals and 90-day goal. The annual goals are too rigid and they encourage procrastination. By the time you have made progress, your circumstances or priorities might have changed, making the goal irrelevant. And when you tell yourself you have got 12 months, it's easy to delay action until it's too late. But on the other hand, the 90-day rule keeps the urgency alive while remaining flexible enough to adapt the changes. Here's how you can start applying this today. Write down 3 or 4 things you want to achieve in the next 90 days. Think about how you want to look, feel, or perform after 90 days. If you have more than 3 to 4 goals, break them into smaller, more manageable chunks so you can focus without feeling overwhelmed. For me, my health bucket includes clear goals like working out 3 times a week, doing 1 cardio session weekly, playing a sport once a week, and hitting my daily protein target of 180 grams every single day. By shifting your mindset to shorter, actionable timelines, you will find yourself achieving more and staying motivated along the way. But here's the thing, even if you set this 90 days goal, there is a possibility that they might end up the same way as New Year's resolutions do. You know how it goes. You start strong, but then life happens and suddenly those goals are buried under the weight of your daily routine. You completely forget about them until the next quarter rolls around and you're back to square one. That's why the second action step is crucial, the weekly review. By the way, if you are new in the channel, my name is Kamran. I'm a sports scientist doctor based in Berlin. And in this channel, we are sharing actionable tips that help you optimize your health and fitness. Now back to the weekly review. This concept was popularized back in 2001 by productivity guru David Allen in his book Getting Things Done. The concept of weekly review in this book is that You will reflect on your week and your goal progress, and you will plan for the week ahead. So I have done the same thing for my health life too. Here's how it works. Once a week, I set aside 10 to 15 minutes to review how my week went and prepare myself for the next week. For me, Sundays evening are my to go. I sit down and reflect on my 90-day goals. I ask myself questions like what progress I have made toward my priorities and goals, and also what are my top 3 priorities for the upcoming week. When it comes to health, I get specific. I write down how many workouts I completed, how many cardio sessions I did, and whether I hit my protein target for the week. Did I stay constant with my eating habits or not? If something went off track, I try to find out why and adjust for the next week. Once I have reviewed the past week, I shift my focus to planning. I check my calendar and schedule my workout sessions, plan my cardio sessions, and think about the meals. Now, I don't go full on meal prep, but I'm making sure that I have enough resources for the next week to hit my protein target, like protein shakes. This small amount of planning keeps me on track and prevents me from falling into the "I will figure this out later" trap. The weekly review is like a reset button. It keeps you aligned with your goals and gives you clarity on what's working and helps you adjust when it's necessary. But let's say you have set your top 3 priorities for the week. What happens if you forget about them? That's where the next actionable steps comes in. 2 minutes daily planning. Sometimes even when you have scheduled your workouts or plans in your calendar, life gets in the way. You might feel lazy, distracted, or simply forget about your plans. The idea behind 2 minutes morning checks in is simple but powerful. Set your intention first thing in the morning. Without that clear intention, it's easy to get distracted with lots of unnecessary work or lost time scrolling TikTok and Instagram. Suddenly your day becomes a series of unintentional actions, and while you may stay busy, you are not necessarily making meaningful progress toward what truly matters to you. The purpose of this 2 minutes practice is to remind you what was your goals and make it clear what you need to do. So first thing in the morning, ask yourself, what were my top 3 goals and how are they going? And more importantly, what do I want to work on today to move closer to those goals? This simple 2 minutes action brings clarity and focus, especially for your health. For example, you might decide to focus on walking 10,000 steps a day. When you know what you need to do for the day, then there is a higher chance of actually doing it. It's important to keep this process simple. The longer it takes, the less likely you are to do it. Prompts or long journaling sessions might work for some, but for most of us, keeping it short and actionable makes it easier to turn into a constant habit. Think of it as a quick check-in, not a deep dive. When we think about success, especially in health and fitness, we imagine always intense, crazy pushes, spending hours in the gym, following a strict diet, or doing lots of exercises every day. But the truth is, long-term progress is built on small, sustainable habits, things you can actually do every single day. It's not about eating a perfect diet one day and then neglecting your protein intake the next. It's about constantly making choices that align with your goals. Now imagine setting simple daily actions and committing to them for 90 days. Picture the amazing effect of that consistency. Answering a single question every morning, what do I want to work on today, can guide your actions and help you stay aligned with your weekly priorities. And now just think about doing this for an entire year, 365 days of intentional planning and action. Imagine how much you could transform your health and fitness over that time. By taking just 2 minutes every morning to plan and commit, you're setting the foundation for long-lasting change. This small habit can make a huge difference in where you stand 1 year from now. Sometimes, even with the best 90-day plans, weekly reviews, and morning check-ins in place, you can still feel unmotivated, especially when it comes to working out or sticking to your healthy habits. That's where the next actionable steps comes in. Find your motivator. Recently, I found myself struggling to stay constant with healthy habits. Even though I had a clear plan and I knew exactly what I needed to do, there were mornings when I just didn't have the energy or drive to hit the gym, prepare my meals, or do my daily 10 minutes mobility. It felt like a nightmare. But then I discovered a cheat code that worked for me, and I hope it works for you too. And that's finding a motivator. Your motivator can be anything: a person, a video, a book, or even a simple sentence. The key is to identify what sparks your energy and pushes you to take action. For me, it's a combination of these things. Here what I do when I'm feeling unmotivated. First, I read my 2 minutes daily writing, which includes the task I have planned for the day. This serves as a gentle reminder of what I need to focus on and helps me reconnect with my goals. Then I take a look at my 90-day goals, whether it's achieving visible abs or improving my VO2 max or sticking to a protein-focused diet. This visualization can create a sense of urgency and reminds me why I started in the first place. And then I follow a few fitness bloggers on Instagram and YouTube whose routines and habits inspire me. Watching their content, like their morning routines or gym sessions, can give me a push and energy to go to gym or start my day strong. Sure, some of these videos may not entirely authentic, but they still give me the motivation to act and simply start working. Then when I need an extra push, I head to YouTube and watch people doing exactly what I want to do. For example, if I plan to train back and chest, I will watch a workout video by athletes like Hadi Chupan or Drake, and seeing their hard work in action can motivate me to go to gym. If I need to prepare a healthy meal, I will search for meal preps video to get ideas and also motivation to start. There is something incredibly powerful about seeing others doing what you aspire to do. It shifts your mindset and gets you into action mode really fast. 99% of the time, this process works for me. By the time I have gone through these steps, I'm ready to hit the gym or prepare my meals or complete my mobility exercises. The trick is to find what motivates you. Once you discover your motivator, it becomes much easier to overcome those moments of resistance and keep moving toward your goals. Here's a simple trick to help you actually enjoy healthy activities like working out. This action step has been a game changer for me. I used to get bored during cardio sessions or while training, but recently I found a way to make it not only bearable but something I actually look forward to. And that is action number 5, which is multitasking. I created a playlist on YouTube especially for videos I want to watch but don't necessarily add value to my life. Things like vlogs, gaming videos, or long documentaries. that I never seem to have time for. Instead of watching them aimlessly, I saved them to this playlist and dedicated them exclusively to my cardio and gym sessions. When it's time for cardio, I hit play on the playlist and let the videos entertain me while I work out. Suddenly, workout isn't boring anymore. It flies by. Not only do I enjoy my workouts, but I also get to watch the videos I have been wanting to see without any guilt or feeling like I'm wasting my time. The key to this trick is exclusivity. You are not allowed to watch the playlist at any other time except on during your workouts. This creates a sense of anticipation and adds an extra layer of motivation to hit the gym or start your cardio session. It's an amazing hack that transforms something tedious into something enjoyable. I highly recommend giving it a shot. Find videos you love, reserve them for your workout time, and see how much more fun and productive your training becomes. These actions aren't flashy overnight fixes. They are simple, sustainable steps that build momentum over time. And that's the real secret to create long-lasting habits.